So experiencing the suburbs is pretty cool. And while I was younger, I didn't really care too much about how lonely and depressing that the suburbs can get. But now that I'm a bit older now, you don't really see that many people outside. So I'm reading this book called A Great Good Place by Ray Oldenburg, and what the book is about is basically how the United States lacks any third places for people to go to and build connections with people. And since the suburbs lack any third places that people can just walk to from their house, it's kind of hard to relate to your neighbors and want to get to know them on a personal level outside of work or school, and also depending on if that person is busy or not. If the zoning laws in the United States weren't so restricted, we would have more dense neighborhoods, we would have local shops, third places like libraries and a cafe, and we would also see more people outside communicating with each other on a day-to-day basis. It would also fit perfectly in a rural area as well, since you don't have to strictly rely on driving a car. Now, you guys might be asking yourselves, but King, how do you expect a rural area to be more walkable? Isn't everything spread out? And yes, you are correct. But I do have some ideas that can make a rural area more walkable. In my personal opinion, if there are any parks, they could incorporate a park there so that everyone can experience being outside, talking to people, and having that option to going outside and just experiencing solitude instead of just solitude where there's nothing to do. Also, it could incorporate a cafe, but I wonder how they would do that. It doesn't have to be like a big cafe, right? It could be sort of small, a little community there. Also, like a little bookstore where people can get their local books from they live. Instead of having to drive to a actual bookstore, they can just get it from 5 minutes from their house. It's pretty convenient. So, any Latino gamers that plays Nintendo games, I'm also your guy that also plays Nintendo. You know, Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Pokemon. So, if you are a fan of games, specifically Nintendo, type in the comments below. I would like to hear your thoughts.